So, as you can see, we are going to be unboxing General Grievous today from Star Wars The Black Series, 6-inch scale. I've been looking for this guy for a decent price as opposed to the inflated prices going around the internet lately. I was able to find it on GameStop.com, and with that, I was able to use the Rakuten discount, so it was pretty cool. I got some money back. And it wasn't an inflated price, which is great. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the outside of the box. And then we're going to go ahead and unbox the figure and take a closer look at him. So what we'll do first is go ahead and turn him around a little bit. As you can see, it is D1 General Grievous. Echo 2989 is the number. We'll go around on the back side here. It says, General Grievous was a brilliant separatist military strategist and a feared Jedi hunter. Known for his ruthlessness and hacking cough, his body itself was a weapon, allowing him lightning-quick strikes and devastating blows. But he was also quick to run from a fight, a tactic that worked until one final meeting with Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, continue to spin. The outside of the box is pretty standard for Star Wars Black Series figures, except it is a little bit larger because it is the deluxe version. And it's pretty cool if we take a quick look at the outside still. We've got 4 lightsabers. We've got the figure itself. Looks like he's got some soft goods. And we've got the blaster as well. So let's go ahead and open it up. Take the trusty knife here. Good to go. Box is good. Careful as we take out the blaster. Careful with his arms, they are a little flimsy here. Looks like we've got a little bit of rubber bands keeping him in there, so we'll go ahead and take him out and use the knife, and we'll see what we got when we take him out. All right, so we got the General out of the box. Take a quick look at him before we do too much else. As you can see, he does have soft goods. Right out of the gate, the first thing that I have a problem with is the stitching. The stitching is huge based on the scale of the figure itself. But out of the gate, though, he does look very cool. He looks very movie accurate here. Those eyes are pretty impressive looking. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. First thing we'll do is remove his cloak. Looks like it is sewn together there, so you will have to just take it off. Taking a quick look at the cloak, it does have 4 pockets. Unfortunately, it looks like all 4 pockets are on the same side as opposed to 2 on each, and that would be, of course, for the lightsabers themselves, and we'll take a closer look at those in a moment. So yeah, I do like, as far as it being stitched, it's cool, but the fact that the stitching looks large is a problem. And the bottom of the cape is open as well, so I've got kind of mixed feelings when it comes to these soft goods here. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the actual figure himself. He does have all 4 arms like you would expect from the movies. And it looks like they can come together. We've got a little peg there. It does fall into place. And a peg here that also looks like falls into place so that the arm comes together. That's pretty cool. We got the same thing over on the other side as well. Gotta be careful lining those up. That's cool. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at them separately here. The head does go left and right pretty well. Actually, he will go all the way around. Pretty cool. And then at the neck lower down, you'll see that he does have the ability to move up and down, as you would expect. And if we look, actually, what's pretty cool is that the cords here on his neck are pretty well sculpted. Pretty cool. All right. So let's go ahead and pose them. Actually, before we do that, let's take a closer look at some of the other articulation. At the elbows, we do go all the way around. And it'll bend to about 90 degrees. Back arm does the same thing. The wrist, however, doesn't bend. So there's no way to change that. And the other arms behave the exact same way. Taking a closer look, I was expecting a little bit more at the chest area, like, you know, being able to see his heart, for instance. But that's not the case. At the torso, it does bend a little bit left and right, up and down, but not really that much at all. The hips do have a ball joint, so we are able to go pretty high up there. Yeah, pretty cool. If we move further down, got the knee, we've got actually a double knee. So knee is able to bend. The bottom knee joint is not as flexible as the top knee joint, however. Moving further down, the feet do turn all the way around, but they don't really move left and right. I mean, I should say up and down. But we do have a little tiny leg here, like a secondary knee. That does go up and down. So pretty cool. What we'll do is we'll see what we can do with taking a look at his weapons. You're right. All right, so taking a look at the lightsabers, we do have 2 blue and 2 green, but we'll go ahead and take a look at the hilts. Not sure which Jedi lightsaber this is, but it is pretty cool. If we take a look, and it does detach. We'll take a closer look at that, putting the hilt inside of the soft goods here in a moment. So we'll put that one down. We'll go to the next blue saber. We've got some nice gold trim on that. Moving on to the first green saber. And then the last green saber. So it is pretty cool. So we'll be able to put a saber in each hand, and it did come with the blaster. I think the blaster is going to be used more by some of the other figures, but it is a pretty cool looking blaster here. All right, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the soft goods so we can see the hilt. And as you can see, it does go right in, as you would expect, probably emitter down. But like I said, one of the biggest problems I see with this is the fact that from the movie, as well as from Clone Wars, he's got pockets on either side as opposed to all on the same side. So that way you can reach with the left hands and then with the right hands and pull out the sabers. All right, so let's go ahead and put this back together and see what kind of cool shots we can get with the General here. am impressed with the figure. His articulation overall is pretty impressive, especially with the fact that the general's arms do split, so he can hold all 4 lightsabers. They are kind of a pain to kind of get together, but once you do, they do move quite nicely. The total ability for him to bend is pretty impressive. As you can see, I've got him in a stance where his knee joints are pretty much all bent. And if we take a closer look here, it's pretty cool what he is able to do. So overall, I do like the figure. I do think he's definitely something to add to your collection. That being said, not impressed with the soft goods. I was really expecting more from all the pictures that I had seen. Kind of disappointed with the bottom, disappointed with the large stitching, and disappointed with the fact that oh yeah, the other thing too, doesn't the general have like an emblem or something on the back of the soft goods as well? That isn't there either. So I'll probably be using them without the cape. In general, I usually do like the soft goods, but in this case, I definitely do not. So with that, I do recommend picking up the figure if you can get him at a decent price. I wouldn't pay over list price. However, it is nice that he does come with the 4 lightsabers, the blaster, and he definitely does stand taller than a lot of the other figures, as he would naturally as well. So with that, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the bottom of the comment down below. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. With that, have a great day.